Also, side note, Sigrun is really cool. The fact that she's a noble but respects the Lagoose and everyone else, I like that a lot. I really hope we get to use Sigrun because she's growing on me as a character, Sigrun. Not to the point where she's best girl, because that spot will forever belong to Ileana, but she's definitely growing on me, Sigrun. Alright, servant. Ahem, you are from the northwest nation of Crimea, are you not? You have my condolences for the terrible misfortune that has befallen your country and people. Yet you remain blessed. Fate has brought you here to the grand temple of Minal, to the splendor of Banyan, grandest of all the nations of Tellus. By the way, I hear you are traveling north through the Grand Desert. There are ancient ruins there, you know. They are the remnants of a race known as the Zunanma, who come from a civilization that predates our own. I'm sure you will enjoy the sensations of being immersed in such primordial surroundings. Yeah, it'll be a real picnic. Oh yes, picnics are indeed nice. Oh, but a word of caution. Studying the ruins from afar is one thing, but you would be well advised to keep your distance, for safety's sake. It is said that there is a bandit stronghold near the northwest ruins. And we hear occasional reports of strange figures wandering the dews in the northeast. Be careful. Huh. So be careful of the northeast and the northwest. Understood. Support. Void and Mist? Why is Mist getting supports with everyone but freaking Rolf? Come on. Well, no support conversations then. Award experience. Alright, they said to use Thief for this upcoming map. So I think I will use South over Volk. I just have to award experience to South. So that he can do some damage, you know? Ooh, good level up. Good level up. Ooh, another good level up. I don't think I have enough points to level up South again, do I? Okay, I do. I just won't have any more, but that's fine. Ooh! Nice! Alright, South is definitely a lot more usable now. Not super useful, but a lot more, that's for sure. Yes, no resistance though. Like, he's a lot weaker than Volk, but he's as fast as Volk. With slightly higher luck, same defense, less skill, and then he has magic for some reason. But then again, Volk is 6 levels higher than South. And the fact that South is so comparable to Volk already, that says something about South. That says a lot about him. Alright, I want to craft something now. Let's craft a bow, perhaps? Or a tome. I actually have money now, so let's craft a wind tome. And give it to Soren. Never mind, I really can't boost the might all too much. Alright, it starts at 2. Alright, never mind, I don't want to make a wind magic anymore. Bow? Sure, 10 might. Six crit. One less weight. Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. Craft an iron bow. Yes. Let us name this bow. I'm trying to think here of what a good name for a bow would be that would probably give to Astrid. Oh, well, Astrid's a noble lady. She wants to be stronger. So... You know, let's just call this bow Yukari instead, because she uses a bow in Persona. So let's call it Yukari. And Yukari's colors were pink. Yeah, there we go. Though the red one looks pretty cool. Ooh, I like the purple. Blue looks nice. Green looks okay. Yellow is fine. White works. Black, not really. You know, we already have the very pink axe called Party. But no, I still make it pink because then it would make sense with it being called Yukari. Because it wouldn't make sense if I don't make it pink. So let's go with pink. And we give it to... There you are, Astrid. You get this bow. Didn't Makalov have an item on him that is money? Yeah, he did. You son of a... Sell it! You will not keep this money for yourself, Makalov. That's my money. And yeah, I agree that the bow that I made looks neat in pink. Let's put away Vantage and Secret Book. I just wish Soth could use another weapon that isn't just the knife, you know? Because I can't forge the knife to make it stronger. Let's see, do I need to buy something like healing staffs or anything like that? Not really. I mean, Soren could use that wind, but he has fire and Elwind, so it's fine. I think I don't need to buy anything else. I think. Nah, looks like it's cool, my items. Looks like cool. Looks like I don't need anything. Yeah, Mia only has 10 strength. Wait, no, can she use a steel sword? Hang on. No, wait, she can't. She needs 12th strength to not be weighed down by the steel sword. Alright, hang on. The Goose Slayer. She can't even wield that because that's 12 might. Or sorry, 12 weight. And she can't use the longsword either because it's also too heavy. What the heck, Mia? Although I know she's really fast with 19 speed, she isn't as weighed down by heavy weapons, but you know, fine, let's do it anyway. I've talked myself into it. Into letting her have the long sword and the racism sword. She gets to have it. And I guess I can have the... Yeah, I think I can do this. Put away the Iron Blade and take the Armor Slayer. Oh, wait, whoops. 17 freaking weight? Never mind. He cannot use it. Never mind. But Boyd, right. Wait, 15. Ah, he can't use the Steel Axe. He will lose 1 point in speed using the Steel Axe. Well, there we go, there we go. A killer axe. Fitting for Boyd. Killer axe. How heavy is the racism lance? Just curious. 17 weight. Holy heck, that's very heavy. Why is it so heavy, that lance? Not even Gatry can use it without losing speed points. Yeah, Jill can't either. Oh well. Guess I'm done in terms of item management. Well, let's save and prepare for the next story map. Just so I can look at the desert. Tell me, Soren, are you alright? Recently, ever since we reached Benyan, in fact, you seem depressed. Is that so? How odd. Well, I can think of nothing specific that's bothering me. Well, if you say so. So, it's time for the desert. Which way is the best direction to enter from? Soren? Yes, what is it? Alright, I know there's something going on. I'm sorry, I was thinking. What is it you wanted? Well, I was going to ask you for directions, but it's no longer necessary. It looks like we're being met. Ah. Who are you? Answer me. We're mercenaries. We were hired to take care of a group of bandits operating in this area. More of the Senator's dogs. You cast us as thieves, you can murder us and hide your guilt, but we will not be defeated. Mark my words, the day will come when all slaves are free, and then you will pay for your crimes. What on earth are you talking about? No more useless words. Come, my brothers, take them. Oh. What? We're facing Lagoos? I don't like the look of this. Lagoos or no, doesn't change the fact that they're being brigands. Do not lower your guard. I know what I'm doing. Everyone, watch your footing in the sand. Take care and fight well. Wow. A good thing I decided to equip people with the racism weapon? Because I'm fighting Lagoos? So it's a bunch of kitties and birds. But they aren't all instantly transformed though, so this fight should be easier in that sense, I think. We have to find out. Ah, there he is, Morim. That's the guy I was thinking of before. But I still wouldn't call him a tiger, he's just a green saber-tooth. Demi-band. Ah, he also wears the same thing as that one crow boss did. Rebels, rebels. Well, we have a lot of birds. It's birds and cats. That's all this here. Birds and cats. Well, let's just think what we'll deploy for this map then. Let's see. She said mages and birds are best suited for this map. And of course, Lagoos. As well as thieves. I'm not gonna have Makalov or Ziark. Rolf can still be used because they are birds. Gatry, even though he's slowed down, he's still a tank. Astrid, I will also still keep. Marsha, Titania, Mist, Eliana, Mia, Boyd, Sora, Mordecai, Ike. Well, let's deploy Jill, because she's gonna absolutely love this map. She's like, yeah, I can kill Lagoos, woo! Like, Jill is being super happy about this map, that we get to kill Lagoos. Then I want to deploy Soth as the thief. Maybe I can deploy Leith for this map as well. Instead of Gatry? Yeah, I think I can bench Gatry in exchange for Leith for this one map. Yeah, I think that should be fine. I hope. I'm just gonna hope that this team setup will work fine for this map. Positions. Let's put Jill here. Marsha here. And then we do Mordecai over there. Leith here. Nope. There we go. This should be sufficient. Let's look at the time, honestly. Oh, I'm actually not even close. I'm just 2 hour 54. Huh. That means I can actually do a little bit of this map. Hold up. That means I need to look up a map on which tiles to stand on. Hold up. Just wait a little second then, chat, while I do just that. Look at the chapter 15 map to see all the items I can find, so that I know which tile to put Sylph on. So Effie, Path of Radiance, chapter 15, fresher map. There we go. Let's see if this map will show me all the hidden treasures. Yeah, it does. Okay. So the things I can find are coins, a skill called Guard, a Silver Blade, Boots, Physic, Vague Cutty, White Gem, Statue Frag. Okay, so hold up. I want to zoom out. Can't zoom out to see which exact tile everything would be on. That freaking sucks. Hey, no, wait. There we go. Alright, so like 2 tiles above like the little stone cliff that looks like a horizontal bar. That's apparently where the boots will be. The physic is diagonal from this tiny little rock that's right next to the horizontal bar thing. The coin is like the middle, but you go straight down. So kind of where we start the map is where the coin is, or one of them. Then guard is almost like to the far right, with a few tiles above guard being where Silver Blade is. And then the second coin is on like the furthest edges on the left side of the map. Shine is diagonally to the right of where the Silver Blade is. The statue fragments is behind us. Like if we just go straight to the right behind us. And then apparently the Vague Cati and the White Gem are in the upper right corner of the map. That's apparently where they are. But the Vague Cati is on one specific tile, whilst the White Gem is like between 2 tiles. Let's see if I can explain it better when I look here. Let's see. Like here, in this corner here, that's where the statue fragment is. The White Gem is like right here. Yeah, the White Gem is right here. And the Vague Cati is like right here on that one tile right there. And then Physic is around here is where the Physic is. And around up here is where the boots are. Shine is right around here. Silver Blade is around here. And right here is where the second coin is. Then guard is right down here, and the other coin is like right around here. Well, There's a lot of walking that Soth has to do, or worst cases, you just have to be carried around by like Jill or Marsha or something, that they would have to manually carry Soth to each individual location. I may have actually somehow, when explaining where the map is, stalled out the time unintentionally. I didn't mean to, I just wanted to try to explain where the items were that I found through the map. That's all I wanted to do. But anyway, I have the map saved on my phone now. I have the units I want to use prepared. And everything is ready to go. So I feel pretty good with being able to wrap up here. Because we managed to beat 2 story maps, more or less, because I had to do the protect Benyon from basically the beginning of the map. So we beat like 2 maps today, which I'm pretty happy about. Without much trouble. And next time we'll be able to do this desert map and whichever map that comes after this one, I'm confident of. Unless this desert map takes a really long time for whatever reason. But yeah. Those of you seeing this video on YouTube, I appreciate all the support that you give to my channel, either by subscribing, leaving a like, commenting, or sharing the video with a friend. And if you ever want to see these playthroughs live, you can find my Twitch channel in the description below of all of my videos. So, till next time, farewell.